Yes, it can be so overwhelming when you first start with your fresh milled flour journey or even just researching and looking up everything. But once you start working with it and kind of learning how to read your dough and just jump head in first and kind of go with it and just learn as you go. It is a little bit frustrating, so I hope that this has been helping you guys with your journey to not have as many roadblocks as I had when I first started that I didn't know about. Definitely give it a try when you're ready to start. And I would definitely suggest starting with a good solid sandwich bread recipe. Learn how your dough works with fresh milled flour because it is definitely different than store-bought. You're not going to continuously be adding flour. You're probably going to need more water usually because you have the bran and the germ in there in order to soften it and absorb all that liquid. It kind of needs that for fresh milled flour because you're working with the whole wheat berry, so it's totally different. And I wish I had waited to do sourdough with fresh milled flour until I understood how to read my dough and how fresh milled flour actually acts when you're doing different things with it, because it is totally different. I just started a whole new sourdough starter with fresh milled flour and I've been baking with it for a little bit. I've been actually trying to do some bread recipes and it's so different. Like, you have to let it rise longer. It's just crazy. So I'm still learning with the sourdough fresh milled flour. A couple of my recipes have been coming out good. I did a cake and a cookie recipe. Those were really awesome. My bread recipe I'm still trying to work on and figure out until I share that on here because I want to make sure I kind of have it a little bit down before I put it out there. That way I can learn a little bit more about it. But it's so different. It takes longer to rise and it's just different to work with sourdough. So I definitely would suggest waiting until you get the hang of fresh milled flour and then kind of adding the sourdough in there. But it tastes amazing with sourdough. Sourdough has a more kind of like sour taste than your store-bought sourdough starter would. So that's very interesting. It's kind of it's been very present in the breads that I've tried to make so far. But if you like the sour kind of effect, it is a little bit more sour, at least from my experience so far. I don't know. We're figuring it out. But I hope that, you won't give up fully and you will start when you're ready. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to help with anything. That's what I'm here trying to do my best to help you guys as much as I can because I don't know everything. I'm not perfect. I'm not the knowledge of all fresh milled flour, but if I can just help you guys with what I've learned, what I've known so far, then I feel like that would be really great. That's what I'm kind of doing on this page. So it definitely can be intimidating, but start when you're ready and it's going to be great. You got this.